today's show, I'll tell you everything you need to know about keeping your home cosy with my guide to insulation. We'll start by lagging some pipes. It looks a bit like you've...
It's done exactly the same.
I'd say you've cut exactly the same cut as what was on it, but it'll be interesting.
We'll see how it looks.
Then I'll show you how to stop your water tank freezing. Just like tying up your Christmas presents, really. Only this one could save you a lot of money instead of costing you a lot of money. And finally, we're tackling the area where your home loses most of its heat, the roof. Let's meet the DIYers who'll be working with me today.
Hello, I'm Mark. I live here with my wife Carol and my two sons Matthew and Daniel in our 4-bedroom semi-detached house in Southend-on-Sea in Essex.
My name's Denise. I live here with my husband Keith, our son James and our scruffy dog Ralph. We've lived in this house for approximately 10 years now. We live in a 3-bedroom terraced house in Kent.
Where I have had things go wrong in the past, it's usually because I haven't had the right tools or not known exactly what I should be doing at what time of the job.
As you can see, this is the kitchen. We started to put ceramic floor tiles down, but we didn't do it properly. They started to crack and break, so we gave up on that one.
The main problem we have with the loft is the insulation material. It's very old and really does need replacing.
I think my family think the same as I do, that the ideas might be there, but the actual skills aren't.
So are these two total bodgers? A quick rummage through their toolkit should tell me everything I need to know. And I'll tell you what I've got lined up for you today. Right, let's see what... Oh, yeah, nice clean screw. We can see what you use this for. It's for tightening and undoing of screws.
Or stirring the paint.
Yes, could be a paint stirrer. Obviously, that's a very small tin of paint you stir with that one. I won't bother looking in any more of your toolbox. Right, so we come over to you, Denise. Oh, this is a bit of an impressive one, isn't it? Oh, no. I think I might have spoken too soon. I see you do a bit of paint stirring as well, don't you?
No, that wasn't me. I don't stir paint.
Who was it then? The DIY Pixies? That could go into a museum, that.
It could.
Oh, look at this. Oh, yes. Do you not know we're in the 21st century now?
I don't know when we got that.
I ain't seen one of these for years. Do you actually use it?
No, I don't think we've ever used it, but it's nice.
Yeah, because it feels actually quite new, Oh, I don't know. These two are going to need some serious help. We'll drink up your tea and we'll get started. Mark and Denise, your first task today is going to be lagging pipes. Have you ever done this before, lagging pipes?
No.
Now, it's very useful to lag pipes because it's very inexpensive to do and you'll almost get the money back that you lay out within the year through saving on heat loss, energy loss, But also, that's only part of the reason. The main reason is when it gets cold, you can have a burst pipe. The devastation when you come back to a burst pipe in the loft, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Right, well, pay attention. It's very easy with this stuff. It's very cheap and you've got this split in it, see? Yeah. So you just actually pop it onto the pipe. All you do is snap it on. The only difficult part is obviously when you come to a bend. Okay, and I'll show you how to do that and then I'm going to let you do the rest of it yourself. Right, first thing we've got to do here, because we've got a bend, we're going to cut a mitre out of this. A mitre is just a 45-degree angle cut. Right, to make it easier, I'm going to use this mitre block just to get the angle started off. Okay? Have you ever used one of these before?
Nearly.
Pardon?
Nearly.
Oh, nearly. Well, it gives you the right angle. Take it out to cut it. And basically, it's a simple. I actually cut the mitre first, so now we can hold it in position like that, and then cut the length. Okay. So if I just mark it there, and we do a straight cut. Again, you can use this if you want, because it's got a mark for a straight cut, and it just guides you. Get it started. That's it, you see. You just open it up and then squeeze it on. Now we're going to cut a complementary mitre. Again, got to cut it the right way round. Now it really is a simple, straightforward job, this. It's just actually getting the joints right, that's all. Again, open it up, tuck it on. There we go. Now we have one final thing to do, which is to, it's not absolutely necessary, but if you feel like you're having a good day and you want to make it really professional and impress all your neighbours, when you invite them up into the loft to have a look at your lagging, as you do, you should actually tape over all the cuts, okay? Would you hold that? Now that goes right the way round the back, and you're going to have to take my word for it because you can't see right in the back. And that's all there is to it, simple as that. So over to you two for the next. You've got to go along here and straight up into the roof. Okay, the tools I've given Denise and Mark to finish this job are some 32mm foam lagging, a mitre block and saw, a pencil and some insulation tape. So let's see how they get on.
We've got to measure it and then let's should we cut the angle and then do it to fit? This is tricky, right?
They're getting the hang of that, so let's leave them to it while we look at how to tackle another DIY task. If you need to drain down your heating system to carry out some work, like repair a leak or fit a new valve, here's how. The most common system is the open vented type. The first thing to do is turn off your boiler. Disconnect it from the power supply by removing the fuse and turn off the gas. Or in the case of a solid fuel boiler, you'll need to ensure the fire is out. Next, locate the feed and expansion tank in the loft and turn off the water supply with the stopcock. If you can't find the stopcock, a good tip is to tie the ball cock to a piece of wood across the top of the system. This stops the system constantly refilling while you try and empty it. Locate the drain cock, which is normally found at the lowest point in the pipework. Clip a hose to it, then run it to an outside drain. Open the drain cock using a pair of pliers and allow the water to begin emptying. Now open the air bleed valves on the upstairs radiators to allow air in to replace the water. As the level of the water in the system drops, go around the lower radiators and do the same. When no more water comes from the hose, the system should be empty. You are now ready to perform any repairs. Later, I'll show you how to repair a leaking radiator valve. But first, let's see how our DIYers are getting on with their task. Uh-oh, Mark's forgot to keep the split at the back.
Did you bring that out?
If your pipes are lagged with felt, don't think you can stop paying attention. You need to replace it with foam as soon as possible because felt just isn't up to the job. Now Mark hasn't measured his mitre at 45 degrees from the bend, which is going to make it very difficult for Denise to cut a complementary angle.
It's confusing, isn't it? The pointy bit's got to be opposite there then, isn't it?
Poor Denise, she's struggling with this one. It looks a bit like you've... I'd say you've cut exactly the same cut as what was on it, but it'll be interesting.
Well, see how it looks. It's going to be wrong, isn't it? Is it going to be wrong? Yes, it's going to be completely wrong.
It's a good job this foam lagging's so cheap. Denise is hacking her way through miles of the stuff. Well, I like the pencil behind the ear. Very good, yes. If you haven't lagged your pipes and they end up frozen, don't panic. Just turn off the water supply and gently defrost it with a hot water bowl. Let's have a look. Not the perfect mitre, but if I squeeze it up like that, and then you're going to tape it. Put the tape around it. Luckily they're sealing the joint with tape, so even though the miters aren't true, the pipes won't lose heat. There you go. Not bad at all, you know. You never ever take up a job at nursing the way you put that on there. You're bandaging the wrong arm. Well, not too difficult, is it? Not too difficult, huh? When you're legging pipes with foam, always remember to keep the split to the back when you're measuring for your miters. If your pipes are legged with felt, you'll need to replace it with 32mm foam or they could freeze. If your pipes do freeze, turn off the water supply and defrost them with a hot water bottle. And one more thing, have you ever been stuck at a T-junction? Well, somewhere in your house you're bound to have this pipe arrangement, that's a T-junction. So don't be stuck at it. All you have to do is take a piece of the insulation and cut a V out of it, and then fit that over the run there. Then take another piece which has got a 45-degree angle cut out of it, and then just cut back across that way to form a point, and then that should slot straight in there perfectly. Now at that junction, I think it's a suitable time to take a quick break. On today's DIY Survival, I'm teaching my two trainees, Denise and Mark, how some simple jobs can save them a fortune in fuel bills. Earlier I taught them how to lag a pipe, something they found quite a challenge, so heaven knows how they're going to cope with their next task, insulating a loft. But before that, here's another way of making sure you keep the heat in your home. In the winter, when it gets cold, we all need our jackets. And the old water tank in the loft is no exception. Now, you can buy the kits from a local DIY store, they're very cheap, and all they basically are is some insulation inside some black bin liner type bags. So if you don't want to buy it, you can make your own one up. They're very simple to fit. You just stand them up around each corner, gather it in nicely, hug it, and then take these ties and tie it round. Don't over tie this too tight because it could affect the effectiveness of the legging. Here we go. It's just really to hold it in place. And you get two. So, put that one lower down. Just like tying up your Christmas presents, really. Only this one could save you a lot of money instead of costing you a lot of money. Right, that's that packed. Now the final piece is the lid piece, which is longer to fit the lid. You can leave it sitting out like that. You can make it a bit more effective by tucking it in. Like that, there you are. All nicely tucked up for the winter and just at the cost of a mere few pounds. Very simple to do, and it could actually end up saving you thousands and thousands of pounds. If you want to save even more money, make sure your roof is insulated properly. Now I've made a mock-up of a loft so I can teach Mark and Denise how. You'll need fiberglass insulation blanket, a craft knife, a straight edge or ruler, a board to balance on, and most importantly, protective clothing. Now the guys are suited up, so let's just get stuck in. In you go guys. And I'll give you instruction once you're inside. I'd come in, you see, and help you with this, but I haven't got the gear.
No, of course not.
They don't do in my size.
I can't see a roof.
Don't even think about working in your loft without a board to balance on. If you stand on the area between the joists, you could end up falling through your bedroom ceiling. I'm going to push this one down here, and you want to bring it right to the eaves, right to the edge there, and it just squeezes down. Okay, you roll it out. Could you squeeze that in for me? Because I really don't want to... see, pay attention. Use a straight edge or ruler when you're trimming the insulation blanket to size. This will give you a nice clean cut. Take that straight edge back in, retract the blade on the knife, there you go. So to avoid any waste, you start off with that on your next piece. So you reach right up there, and Mark, you could start up there, couldn't you?
Right, yeah.
Right. I'm just going to roll it up. Now, if I pass it, you pass it up to Mark. Okay. That's it. And then Mark can separate the two, pass one to you, and he can start the other end. Because if you both work together and get this finished quicker, you're probably on a bonus, you know, because this is normally piecework. So good luck.
Thank you.
So I've given Mark and Denise everything they need to insulate the loft. But there's one piece of equipment they don't know about, my spy monitor upstairs. Oh, it's really cold out there. Now this should be funny. Now I know you may think I'm really cruel. They may look ridiculous in those outfits. But it really is crucial that you wear protective clothing because this fiberglass, if it gets in contact with the skin, oh, it brings you up in a rash and it's really, really itchy. Ah, Denise, she's just knocked half the roof tiles off in one section because she was protruding too far outside the boundaries. I bet Mark's knees are killing him now because Denise has copped the scaffold board and Mark's just working off the joist. A bit risky.
I'm going to have to go downstairs.
Make a cup of tea when it's in.
Mark's going right into these. Very good to make sure he gets it packed well down into the joist.
I'll have this job done in no time.
Oh, she's got a passion for this. Careful. Oh, very good cut. Look at that, you see.
I'll have to get some more.
Well, they seem to have got the hang of that. So here's today's DIY job number 4. Earlier, I told you how to drain your heating system. Now I'll show you how to repair a valve leak, one of the most common radiator problems. A leak can occur at a number of points on the valve. If the valve leaks where it connects to the pipework, you may need to repair the joint. However, compression joint leaks can sometimes be cured by a slight tightening of the nut. To do this, hold the other nut with a spanner or a wrench to prevent pulling the joint from the pipe. Then tighten the leaking side a small amount, no more than a quarter turn. If the leak is the other side of the valve, where it goes off to the radiator, undo the connection and wind a length of PTFE tape around the joint before reassembling, and you'll find that this will help to seal it and it should stop any leaks. If the leak persists, however, you'll have to change the whole valve. Using an adjustable spanner, undo the radiator union nut, then remove the cap nut from the bottom of the valve and carefully lift the old valve off. Next, carefully remove the cap nut and the connecting collar called an olive from the pipe. Manoeuvre the new valve onto the radiator connector and pipe, then tighten the nut on both sides of the valve, taking care though not to cross-thread them. And that's it. You have now successfully repaired your radiator and saved yourself a painful plumber's bill in the process. Earlier, I showed Mark and Denise how to insulate a loft. So let's see how they're getting on.
This is a pain in the bum, this is.
They're on the home run now. I haven't seen Mark go through the ceiling yet, so that's a good thing.
Which side? This side or that side?
That side, I think.
And that looked to me like a bit of a guesstimate. Oh, spot on. That was a perfect cut. They're progressing well now, though.
Should we get rid of the board now?
Yeah, it might be an idea.
Denise has decided to do away with the scaffold board.
Mind the dog.
Don't go through that ceiling now.
Well, I just want to make sure that Mark gets out of the loft hatch without going through the ceiling. He's emerging, and he's out. Time for me to go check out the job.
Ah, very nice. Didn't take long either, did it?
No.
I think it was good. I think if it had been in a proper loft, going up and down the stairs with that stuff would have been a bit more of a pain.
Well, Denise and Mark, you've done it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, have you got anything to tell me? Did anything happen? Did it all go smoothly?
No, we didn't go
went
through the ceiling.
Went quite
We did okay,
smoothly.
yeah. It's very warm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't go through the ceiling, but I did notice that
Well, we went through the roof a little bit.
you went through the roof a lot. Right through the roof. I saw half the roof tiles come off. And you must have a sore head after that.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
And somebody decided to take the scaffold board out before the job was completed.
Well, it was difficult.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and how do I know this?
Because you were watching.
Because I was watching, yes, on a monitor upstairs, and I saw everything. But I must say, like, fair play to you, Mark, because you didn't put a foot wrong.
Well, I tried.
You tried. You didn't put a foot wrong at all, and you reached right in within the rules of the game. You reached right into the eaves and made sure that insulation was perfect. And I've got to say, it's a great job. You know.
Thank you.
Absolutely 10 out of 10. And this is something I think you'll probably remember for some time, because I certainly will. Why don't we just have a quick recap and see how they did that? When you're insulating a roof, remember to wear protective clothing and goggles, and use a scaffold board to balance between the joists. Make sure that the insulation fits right up to the eaves. Use a straight edge or ruler when you're cutting the insulation. Well, guys, you've been taught the art of insulation and the art of lagging today. So do you feel you've learnt anything?
Yes.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah? You can take this information home and put it to good use?
Yep, definitely.
And you've enjoyed your day?
Very much.
Yeah? Well, you've both been great sports. I've really enjoyed having you here today. So from all of us here at the Academy, join us again soon for some DIY.
It was good fun to do something I've not done before, and I feel that I've achieved something in a strange way. And I've never got to wear one of those suits before, so there's two things I've achieved.
I think Tommy's a very good teacher. His instructions were very easy to follow, and I certainly don't think I'd have any problems putting them into practice.
But it wasn't just me decided to take the scaffold board out. It was a joint decision.